Your blessings. This video we're gonna be talking about DCA, your dollar cost averaging, the levels that we are going to be looking at to average our way into the market. Now, me specifically, I'm going to be using Fibonacci levels um, to determine the specific price point that I'm going to be getting in. So, for instance, right now we're looking at loop ring, the pair loop ring, and I'm on the daily time frame. And to start from the beginning, I drew a Fibonacci. I measured this bullish impulse from the low to the high, and this purple box right here is representing 70 to 80% retracement. So price came back 80% and it's bouncing at the bottom of this 80%. So me, instead of just saying, okay, I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna get in at a certain amount of time here when the market does this and does this and this and this and this and this. Instead of me doing all of that, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna choose one average price of the 88.6 retracement to get into the market. Once the market shows strength and makes its way up to the next level, okay, then I can begin a dollar cost average there. Cool. Okay, once price begins to make strength again and again and again, I can begin to average in price here. So my goal is to continue to average in price up until we get to the 618. Once we get to the 618, I should either be averaged in to the pair or beginning to average in, meaning the different setups are going to allow you to get in at different times. For instance, I'm getting in right now at the 88.6 retracement for loop ring, which is at 76. Let me zoom in here so we can. Oh, sorry, at 100%. Oh, that's crazy. All right, so I am going to use the 88% retracement for loop ring, but if I come up to, let's say, Bitcoin, which is below the 88.6 retracement, so I would be getting in early from that perspective, or I could say I could be using another level down here at the 786. So when we are on our different specific pairs, I'll be more specific. But right now, let's just start with one example at a time. Right now, we're looking at loop ring. Right now, I'm looking at the rounded whole number of 80 cents to begin to dollar DCA my way into the market. The timing that you choose to DCA into the market is completely opinionated, and it's discretionary when you want to do it. Me, I like to use time in with the price action. So right now we're at just below 80 cents, right? 75 cents. But if I bring on the indicators and I chart to look for this 50 EMA on the daily time frame, we're nowhere near it. So let me walk down the time frame real quick. Let me go to the 12 hour. Okay, I can see we're still nowhere near this 50%, halfway into the market. I have to go all the way down to the 4 hour just to get there. So in terms of timing, loop rings tell me it's not ready with the time, but I must be aware of the market structure. But what I mean by that, I can see that price is not trying to close below 75 cents. So when I see the market begin to turn around, that's an optimal entry point right here. Because just because we are at the 88 cents per retracement now doesn't mean we're going to be at that point. We're going to be here at this price point in the future. So timing is crucial with the price point. So I'm choosing this price point of 88.6 retracement right around 76 cents. Let me just go ahead and mark this candle. Specifically, the opening of this candle is 73 cents. So in between 73 to 80 cents is where I'm going to begin averaging in the market today, based off of the total market cap beginning to break above its 50 EMA. So I am judging not only the pairs retracement in price and market structure on its own, but I'm also going to be taking into consideration the total market cap because of the power that it's within this market itself. We can see from the 3-day perspective, it's beginning to hold this low, the total market cap. So when I go to different pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, right, all these different coins are going to have their own different listings and showings how their opportunities are going to be able to enter into the market. So when it comes back down to loop ring and I see a good optimal entry right here where it's showing me a clear bullish rejection, this is obviously a key optimal time to get into the market. Not only is it an optimal time, but you got to be realized like, all right, if I'm getting in here, where am I going to get out at? Where am I getting in? Where am I getting out? So this is giving me a perspective like, all right, if I'm getting in right here, I can say once price gets below here, I'm nowhere into the market. So this is a great risk to reward right here at the 88 cents retracement. If I'm using this as my low, meaning once price breaks this point in the market, I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm out. I'm no longer in the market, and I'm trying to take it once again to my higher levels. And just because I'm getting in here at this specific level doesn't mean I gotta throw in 100% of my account. If I got $1,000 invest, I don't gotta invest $1,000. DCA stands for dollar cost average. I'm averaging my price into the market. I'm gonna average 5% here, 5% here, well, 5% here. Price drew back, normal. Okay, tested the trend. Let me add another 5% here, averaging my way into the market. This is way when you know, this is how you can know to be patient with time, allowing the market to do what it needs to do and letting the story present itself. For instance, if we try to get into the market here when we first restart 78% retracement and tried to average ourselves into the market, there wouldn't have been nothing wrong with that. But just look how price had consolidated here, here, you know what I'm saying? It's going up and down in this range of a box. It didn't break this box. We've been in this 78% retracement this whole time. And I'm not even saying that we're probably going to leave it. I'm just saying it's more of a confirmational checkpoint to align ourselves with the point in time with price. Anyways, hopefully this made sense. Once again, this was just to begin to show you why and where we're going to be using our DCA level. So for right now, I put emphasis on a 88% retracement for looping, which is at 76 cents. And the only other pair right now, I'm going to be using these pairs as my top 10. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Solana, Luna, Loopring, XRP, DOT, Mana, and ADA are going to be my top 10 coins that I'm trying to focus on. And the only ones that right now, in my opinion, are Loopring and XRP. XRP because we're right here at this trend, having to make an optimal key point, meaning that it's either got to break or it's got to hold. So it's either going to break this upward trend or it's either going to break this lower trend. And depending on what we go do from here, we're obviously going to come into greater heights. Like we're obviously going to come into our next retracement zone. So remember, if we're talking about DCA, the topic of this video is DCA. If from a Fibonacci retracement standpoint, if I am below the 618, my golden ratio, that means I am below my level. I can get in early if I have alignments of confirmation, because my whole average is at this 618. Once I get accustomed and affirmed here, then I can go to my next level, which is $1. So before I get to $1, right, I'm trying to average in at 80 cents. That's a whole 20 cents. Think of the price and averaging you can do and the power that can come with that. So I'm going to even get in a little bit early at 75 cents and average my way in, and then et cetera, et cetera. So this is how, once again, we're using the Fibonacci retracements to give us our market structure as well as our DCA levels that we're looking to get into. So I'm not really making this video to tell us which levels that we're getting into. I'm kind of explaining and showing you ahead of time. So when the time comes and I say, all right, I'm using this 618 level at 80 cents, this is when and where. But specifically, I am going ahead and confirming that Loopring right now, we should go ahead and begin to DCA this 88.6, 76 cents. Price decides to come lower and break 67 cents. All right, we'll get out the market. Cool. Easy. Let the market tell you. And the reason that you want to go ahead and become early on some and not all at the same time, because there was an opportunity here on Luna. Luna is at an all-time high right now. Luna had a great 70% retracement at the beginning of the month last month, and I saw it. I was like, I'll wait. It'll probably come lower, but it decided to go higher. Reject. Look at the 50 EMA. This is what we wanted to see. Price came, we're on the daily time frame. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Price came below the 50 EMA, went above, retested it. Now I did it in one candle, so it's pretty. This is a pretty advanced entry, but nonetheless, the structure is still there. The target is still there. Look at the extension level. It's already about to hit this 107 target. Beautiful. You would have been able to take this from 50% up to 107.50. $50 to $107. Beautiful risk to reward. And that's all about timing. Right now, Luna's in my top 10, but I'm not about to enter at all-time high levels. No, my key last time optimal entry was right here 2 days ago in the retracement. So you got to know them levels, know your prices, and mark them up accordingly. You feel me? So right now, this video was mainly on loop ring, so I'm gonna end it on loop ring. Once again, we're right here at this 76 cents. I want to see if this is gonna hold this 88.6 retracement. Let's go ahead and DCA at this level and see if we can continue to work higher. I appreciate you. This is Trev. Love and peace.